Hi guys, this is just with your all signs. What you need to know. We're going to look at each sign and see what's coming up for you guys right now and what you might expect coming up ahead. Excuse my voice, guys. If any of you are interested in the yearly, do click the link in the description box below. You'll find the 2023 yearly reading for every sign. If you're interested in looking ahead and seeing what's coming up for you and others around you, let's get into the reading, and we're going to start with Aries. Okay, Aries, this is a great time for you. You have blessings upon blessings upon blessings coming your way. There will be reasons to celebrate. You'll find you are in an amazing place. This is wishes coming true, and it's divine. So you are due for good karma coming your way, karmic blessings, if you will. And it could be another person that's enjoying life with you. This could be a time when you're indulging more than usual. But with this combination, you probably will be okay health-wise, but do be careful with overindulging. Definitely. Now, try not to be too greedy. Try not to be too greedy, because you will find that you have more of a thirst for even more. Some of you may feel like you can't do any wrong. Everything is going your way. Anything you touch turns to gold. And that might be the case, but you probably want to take it one step at a time. There's still a lot to learn. There's still a lot to know, but you will get out there and get to learning and get to exploring, finding out what else can be a dream that you can make come true. Some of you, you're feeling inspired. Again, Jupiter is in your sign. This is the card of Jupiter. So Jupiter will be there until May, guys. Do make that count. Get out there and do everything that you can to accomplish whatever you've always been dreaming of, and dream even bigger than that, because you'll be surprised at what can come your way. Now, there could be within 7 months time, or by the month of July, excuse me, that this great, beautiful thing between you and another, that sort of thing, you may it may cool down and it may get really serious. So if you are embarking on a new love, you're enjoying someone, everything just seems great and swell and happy. Do take stock that it gets pretty serious by July, and there's some things that you're going to have to contend with. That's what I have for Aries. Now let's look at Taurus. Okay, so Taurus, some of you have been kind of keeping all the balls in the air, doing the best that you can. Money could have been a lot of up and downs in the last 2 months, 2 years for some of you. There's a major decision that needs to be made here, and you're finally making it. You're putting your emotions to the side, and you're making this decision. It is not the easiest one. For some of you, a kid until mother figure, your own motherhood, a business of your own, something that was not an easy decision to make, but you made it nonetheless. And it could be, for some of you, especially you Taurus men, reminiscing on someone who once was, who is no longer. This person could have passed on. This could be a love loss of some sort, but it definitely speaks to making a hard decision that you may think that you'll make it and it'll be out of your mind immediately. No, you will have the coulda, woulda, shoulda, Taurus. Again, you're thinking of someone, and some of you are just really kind of going through life's course and looking back at what had to go away out of your life. So this would be more of a reflective time coming up for you guys, saying goodbye to what once was. And it could be something about you that is no longer, you're kind of having to say goodbye to it. But do know, whatever this is, it is going to take a lot from you than you're expecting. This is something that you're not expecting, whether you have to make the decision, and you're thinking, well, it's the right decision and I'll be okay. But then later on, it'll stick with you mentally longer than you anticipate, or that someone passing or leaving your life, you may think it's, going to be okay. But whatever this is what I'm saying. It's going to stick with you longer than you anticipate. Okay, don't worry, because it seems like you will, or you can have a sound-minded person who will be there to support you in your times of need. This is a time where, Taurus, you will be more in your mental state, and it will feel sometimes very challenging and difficult. You can do it one step at a time. And if someone had to leave your life, the reasons in which that had to happen. And for some of you, this hard decision that you have to make, the reasons around that too. So that's what I have for you, Tauruses. Now let's look at Gemini. Love it. Gemini, this is going to be a time for love. If there has been any strife, and I know there has been with Mars in your sign for 7 whole months, it's still there until March, but it's direct, so it should be more of an ease to you, and it gives you this drive. You guys find that you are out there, out and about, tackling things, work, tasks, obligation, all these things will come easy for you now. And the times coming up, it gets even easier. Some of you will find that you will meet or improve relationships, specifically one-on-one relationships. There could even be a new budding love that has growth potential. There's a lot of emotion set around it and passion, okay? And a lot of honesty as well. So this, if you meet someone new, Geminis, do know that you're in for a ride with someone that will entice you, excite you, and make you feel those special feels. So looking good on the love front for you guys coming up. Definitely seems like you're more at peace. And if there again was any drama coming up or kicking up over the months and weeks prior, this is showing that it's going to be more peaceful. People will be more accommodating and loving toward you. Can't be mad at that, right? And you're looking more sexy and appealing to people as well. So you can expect energies lightening up, you feeling a burst of positivity, drive, and focus and love, either improving in your life or coming in and sweeping you off your feet. That's what I have for Geminis. Now let's look at Cancer. Well, Cancer, I say the same thing for you. You'll find yourself in a good place, right? But there's peaks and valleys. Sometimes things it's going really well. Sometimes things may feel like you're just trying to keep all the balls in the air. But overall, you have seen an improvement in life, improvement in relationships. You will start to see that now. Now, for some of you, there's a one-to-one relationship that needs consistency, stability. It seems like one minute you guys are lovers and friends. Next minute you can be enemies. There's a lot of unresolved issues with you and a particular person. And it gives an opportunity for you guys to get back on track, not just with you in your day-to-day life and these ups and downs that seems to come out of nowhere, but with those relationships as well. I do feel that there may be a discussion coming up about where do you stand with another person, or how do you improve a situation. Now, this is not something that's going to happen overnight. This is something that's going to take some time. It could be in upwards of 7 months, 7 weeks to 7 months, where this has to kind of be addressed, or it's more important for you to get a handle on things. But a handle is what you will get on this situation. And for all of you, it'll be different. It does seem to be something about love, relationship of some kind, or your overall stability and managing life as you will. And for some of you, it could be the person in your life that could be even going through this as well. But relationship as it relates to one-to-one will be your major focus, and it will require you to make some decisions down the line. That's what I have for Cancers. Now let's look at Leo. Now, I have to say, for some of you, if there is any type of class, test, course that you're taking, it will behoove you to do everything ethically sound, because you are being watched. For some of you, you could even be scrutinized as well. I do see that there may be people, or I get it's a person or people lurking behind the scenes, watching you, inspecting you, gathering information about you, Leos. And this is for Leos. I don't know if I said that. So yeah, do be careful about what you say, how you say, and you know, do everything that you can to do everything ethically sound, because you are being watched, and I do believe heavily. Now, you have been stressed out, and for all of you it'll be different why, but you will start to feel like you're accepting your plight, if you will, because it could be a whole lot worse, and things are actually starting to get better. But there is this looming work in the backgrounds, the shadows in the backgrounds, whether it be, again, you're being watched for an evaluation of some sort, ultimately to be judged in some kind of way, a decision that has to be made and placed upon you. That is coming down the line. You may see that as early as now, or up to June of this year, but you are definitely being evaluated. For some of you, you're going to take power over your life and make a decision to probably take a course finish up a course, teach a course, get some more experience in a particular field so that you can evolve to the next level. So you're definitely taking your life serious now, Leos, and it only will deepen as the weeks go on. Again, if this is not you taking stock in your life and doing a lot of background investigation and looking into things and learning things, then someone could be doing that about you, especially if you have ended one situation as it relates, let's just say love, and you're happily kind of moving on to something else that may have kind of taken you by storm. There are someone or people on the sidelines that are watching you and spying on you. Do know that as well. That's what I have for Leos. Now let's look at Virgo. Well, Virgo, I do see that you're working your way to love. A big decision that's going to be coming up for you between now and June. You'll find that if life is very confusing, there's a lot of opportunities or options out there. You will find, for some of you, yourself feeling a bit out of sorts, like you don't have the answers right away. Take a beat, take some time. It will come to you. You're walking around feeling very confident, getting a lot of attention, and it's for the positive, but do keep your feet on solid ground. And typically you don't have to tell Virgos that, but you know, life right now with the transits that we're dealing with can change a lot of things. And you do have Saturn in your 7th house. And that means for some of you Virgos, life is about to get hella serious with people. Hella serious. And so do expect unexpectedly, you will have a very strong and very deep love that's forming. Some of you may reminisce about a person from your past as a new love sparks. For others of you in an existing relationship, you'll find that you deepen this once again, that the love kind of reaches new heights of stability and loyalty and devotion for one another. And some of you may feel like you have more control over the situation. One of you may need to continue to stay in control, but over time, you will realize that it is mutual love, forgiveness, loyalty, and devotion. Whatever this is, whether it be for intimate love, family love, partnership, business arrangements, whatever these partner relations are for you, you'll find that it gets deeper and it gets more solidified, and you're going to like it too. That's what I have for Virgos. Now let's look at Libra. Well, Libra, you know, this is a time of massive reflection, and it's only right because I feel for a lot of you Libras who may not feel this way at the moment, right? Where you put in a good hard day work. You've established a certain level of boundaries. You have evolved in some kind of way independent of everyone else. And you're kind of getting more and more into that realm. And for some of you, you may look different. You definitely can come across a whole lot different to people, and you no longer care about that. However, these moments of solitude, these moments of silence, these moments of reprieve that you take, right, from the world, from the people in your life, whether they live with you or not, makes you realize and accept the new you that is developing. Yes, I said a new you. You know that there's a new you coming. You know that there's a new you that you can no longer deny and run away from. And not only are you not running away from this reality and this new you, but you are accepting and slowly but surely moving toward it in solitude, in self-independence. And you don't have to prove it to anyone else. You don't have to reassure anyone of anything. Now, as a result of you changing, things around you will change as well. There may be more of an investment that you put in children, youth. You may start to value things and want to nurture the things that you haven't put a lot of time into. Love could be calling you, definitely. I see love coming in, and a relationship seems to come and form naturally. Some of you may say yes to a commitment today and hell yeah to living together and being married tomorrow. It's one of those things where you're kind of going with certain things because you no longer feel like it is it's at your detriment. You're starting to become so self-rooted in who you are. You no longer see certain situations as a boogeyman effect, if you will. So I do feel like you're embarking in a time, Libra, where you start to embrace this independent you. And it might as well, because this is only going to become more and more true as this year and the years to follow progress, as you will experience very soon South Node in Libra. You might want to look it up. That's what I have for Libras. Now let's look at Scorpio. Well, Scorpio, this is definitely a time where you start to, I feel like you really start to embody a new person, a different person. Well, I guess this is South Node that's been transiting your sign. This is going to be a great time where you will feel like money is becoming more established. If you are not in a place where money is comfortable to you, or you're feeling really good about where you are financially, this is a time when you're going to find yourself moving in that space. Okay, you will, if you have become more of a martyr, if you will, for others, you will start to distance yourself from people, go within and figure your own life out and pursue your own goals. And that's the best thing that you can do, because whoever you're becoming a martyr for, Scorpios, and I don't know too many Scorpio martyrs, but there are some out there, definitely, especially if you have a lot of Sagittarius in your energy, you could find yourself, or Pisces, that sort of thing. But if there's someone that you have been, excuse me guys, if there's someone that you have been putting before yourself out of love, it's going to be time that you curtail that. Those people will give you a wake-up call just like that and remind you, don't wait for me, because life isn't waiting for you. Don't sacrifice yourself for me, because life isn't going to sacrifice itself for you. You've got to get out and pursue things. And I do see you doing that. So it will come as kind of a shock to people, and people will probably feel that you're cold, you're callous, because either you're going to do what you need to do to protect a love in your life, to protect money, to protect your own stability and your own well-being. And it will come across to some others as problematic. Why? Because they're not going to be the major focus. And it's okay. They'll be okay, whether they like it or not. But you are going to make life more about you and good for you. There's opportunities for stability, a new home, and going after your goals. There will be times of reprieve where, Scorpios, you will go within and think heavy and deep to yourself. What does this all mean? Am I still happy? Am I satisfied? The tangible things may not, for you, feel like it will give you gratification unless you've been struggling in that area of life. Then it is up to you to pursue those goals. But if you already have the monetary gains, if you already have the material wealth, if you will, material things, you'll find that you're more leaning to your overall stability and your spirituality and your intangible things, right? Your love, your family, okay, your spiritual well-being, your overall health. Whatever is lacking, Scorpio, is what I'm saying, you're going to be in pursuit of that. It is not going to allow you to mentally rest until you take hold of the things that you know is chafing you. And in those moments of having to make that hard decision, you will go within self. You will have to disconnect from others, but that will be, in fact, the best thing that you can do. For Scorpios, you guys are definitely headed to a place where it is very black and white, and it doesn't leave a lot of gray in between. But you'll find that at least in this time that you're in, it is the best thing for you that you can do. That's what I have for Scorpios. And you really have great things coming for you, Scorpio. But this is a more deeper message for those of you who are about to embark on an overall change in life. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Now let's look at Sagittarius. I could say for you, Scorpios, this is your ship's coming in, right? You're getting that phone call. You are getting some great news. Whatever you've been in pursuit of, you are going to accomplish those things. But there's more deeper things that you will be working on and working through that has to do with your overall spiritual well-being. And I hope that that makes a little more sense. If what I was saying before, you may have gotten lost in the deeper meaning. That's what I have for Scorpios. Now let's look at Sagittarius. Sagittarius, can we say life is about to change? If you have been sitting back on the sidelines and watching your life slip away, that's about to change by force or by choice. And actually, it's by design. It is by your wishes. This is something that you wanted, and it's happening. For some of you, congratulations, you're finally done with school, learning something. Some major karmic cycle in your life is finally ending. And for some of you, it was a hard lesson, but it has taught you that life does not wait on the sidelines. Now, I know my Sagittariuses are always go-getters and getting out there and taking care of the things that it matters to them and what they need to do too. It's just a bunch of stuff Sagittarius is always doing. But it's okay, Sagittarius, to be a little selfish. It's okay to go after, accomplish, and continue to accomplish the things that you want in life. Now, it may have come out of some really difficult choices that you have to make, right? But there are ones that you will look back and know that it is the best thing that you could have done for yourself. Okay, I see blessings. I see new opportunities coming your way. I see more money. I see a more stable family environment, stability all around within self, with the people that you love, the people that you share life with. This is a new lease on life, Sagittarius. I mean, you have some amazing cards, put it that way. I also see for some of you a new car, an improved car, taking a trip or a travel across waters, maybe even a cruise. For some of you, definitely getting out and ready to explore. You know, you guys are going to want to start to feel excited again, explore again. And some of you may say, well, I've never stopped. Well, you may want to check out another part of your chart. I'm speaking to the Sagittarius who has had to make some sacrifices, where life has created a lot of tears and emotions. But even through all of that, you've pushed through it. You've charged through it. And now you will see the other side of life getting better for you. It really will, Sagittarius. Your blessings are coming true. Your wishes and your prayers, more importantly, are being answered. And you will find in the actions that you take, it leads to more positive results for you. And what comes after that? More and more confidence, more and more assurance that you not only can you do it, you're doing it. You're doing it. And you're getting a lot of recognition, but more importantly, from yourself. You're proving to yourself, if you ever had a doubt, you can do it. Well, you see you're doing it, right? And there's a lot more to come. I'm so happy for my Sagittarius, as I am for all signs. But I have a lot of Sagittarius clients, and I do know some of the struggles. And it's nice to be able to see that life seems to be going really well, and it's going to get even better because you have a lot of majors that's coming for you, and it's going to support you, and it's going to usher you into that big new life that you have prayed so hard for. That's what I have for Sagittarius. I hope that that applies to just about everybody I'm talking to. Now let's go to Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn. First of all, excuse me. Something in your life may culminate during Scorpio season, which is the end of October, beginning of November, or a Scorpio could be very significant in your life. Never have this card been such almost like a blessing to you, because you're going to need it. Yeah, Capricorn. You've had a lot of balance and peace in your life. Last year was your year. It really was. You was unstoppable, and I was so happy for you guys because I remember the years prior when there was a lot of struggling. And in that time, you became very at peace. Well, that's getting ready to go out the window. Something is getting out of control. You're becoming too overwhelmed. Your thoughts are racing. There's too many things to consider. And now you are going to go in your little corner, hide, and kind of spiral out of control mentally if you allow yourself to. Okay, so this is going to help. It's going to take, if you don't find remedies, Capricorn, to get to a healthier mental state, because it all starts with your mental. You start to think about this, and you're watching this, and you're reading this, and it's the coulda, woulda, shouldas, and then that turns into fear, and it turns into anxiety, and it turns into worry. And for some of you, you're purging from a very toxic lifestyle, where you had a great handle on your life and your overall well-being. And then drinking, smoking, indulging, doing too much, it spiraled out of control. And so it's going to take work. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, don't worry about it, it'll be good. And no. For you, it's going to take work, but you can do it. And what do you get back in return? Power over yourself, control over yourself. And I do feel like a lot of you need to work out, like be physical, do something physical. And I don't mean the sexual physical thing, because you really want to take a pause and cleanse yourself, Capricorn, of taking in things that could be toxic. Okay, I'm not speaking to you Capricorns that have a great love with a person and you're in a committed relationship. No, I'm saying for those of you who may be casually having sex, maybe taking in shows, or your outside life you're taking in and what you're kind of entertaining yourself with could be toxic. The things that you hear, the things that you think of could be veering on the side of toxic. So how do you get a hold of that? Well, you have to channel that energy. Working out, meditating. I feel like it's something physical that would remedy it faster than if you were to just do more chi focused exercises, if you will. Okay, but it will be a process. But again, if you get out there and do something physical and rid yourself and cleanse out your system, you will overcome this. You will overcome it. You are gonna overcome it. But I'm just telling you that it can happen a whole lot faster, and you'll realize there really wasn't anything for you to worry about, because you are who you are, and you've proven to yourself what you're capable of. And so you just have to kind of remind yourself of who the heck you really are. For some of you, you may be stressed out, worrying that you're going to be single, you're going to break up with someone, things aren't necessarily working out. And for others of you, a lot of it may have to do with your overall financial well-being, which you will see that will get back on track soon enough as well. That's what I have for you Capricorns. But do take that message for some of you that it relates to. Now let's look at Aquarius. Well, Aquarius, I feel like a lot of people will find themselves kind of cleaning out their closet, and really almost like this is their new year, like they're really starting new and fresh, different. Happy birthday, guys. And I didn't say that, but happy birthday to my Aquarius out there. You will be taking stock, like a big audit of what is going on between you and another person. And this includes you two women. You will not be able to deny or ignore the reality between you and another person. For some of you, it's going to be time for some things to switch up and change. It's not something that's just going to come in and you're going to be like a bull in a china shop. No, it is something that will happen in a very strategic, in a very, I can't find the word, but a very sly, for lack of a better description, a sly way to kind of remove yourself and rid yourself from problematic situations. You will find that you are in a place where you're ready to part ways from mental stress, tension, and aggravation. Some of you are actually physically moving. Congratulations. It will be far better for you. Wherever you're going to be moving to, for those of you that are moving, there's friendships, there is parties, and there is entertainment and like-minded people that await you on the other side. For some of you, you find yourself having surgery or needing to purge yourself and cleanse yourself and heal from what used to be, and because you no longer have certain relationships in your life. And you, like a lot of signs I'm reading for, I see, will be evaluating that, which is strange because we're no longer in Mercury retrograde, I don't believe. And so you will find yourself thinking a lot about what it will take for you to get where you want to be in life, especially when it has anything to do with another person. That's when things get a little bit challenging, because whoever this particular person is, something about this dynamic has changed, something you need to really take stock on. And some of you are coming to a conclusion that perhaps a disconnect may be warranted, and it may be coming down the line. And it is something that's almost like I see some of you mourning the loss of someone before you actually leave them, or them you. But it is kind of like a point that comes to you that you realize something is going to change between you and another. And it really isn't anything that either of you will be able to do. That's what I have for you, Aquarius. Now let's look at Pisces. Oh my goodness, Pisces. I see a move. I see a new career. Some of you will get your LLC, your sole proprietor, your S Corp, whatever. You will establish yourself in I'm talking, when I say Pisces, I'm so happy for you. I'm so happy for you guys, because I know how much of a struggle bus you were on last year. But baby, when I tell you, your life is about to take shape and form in ways that you are not expecting, and it all looks great and grand. Now, let me tell you one thing. It comes with work. Okay, it's not coming easy. There's a process, but be thankful in every step of the way, because when I say you have blessings coming your way, life gets so much better for you that by June, July, listen, I want to say from April, May, June, July, August, September, amazing things. And I do feel that you Pisces will be moving within that time. Whatever has been a hard win, a struggle, you've been really going through what you may even feel like HELL, right? Know that the turn of the tides, it's here. Listen, it comes out of nowhere. I'm excited because I didn't expect this. When I was pulling your cards, I was like, I don't know what Pisces is going to get, because your reading started to become like Sagittarius, where it's like, well, you don't know if it's going to be a good reading, not a good reading, a mixture of what, that sort of thing. But when I tell you Pisces, this is going to come out of nowhere. If any of you have been going through hardship, it has been a struggle to get wherever in your life, to do whatever, you will have reprieve, which is very interesting because Saturn is going into your sign in March. But those of you, I guess, that's been working really hard, it's been staying the course, it's been really doing what you need to do, there is almost like a blessing, not even almost, it's a blessing coming your way, and it will come out of nowhere. Yes. Now, for some of you, does it leave you alone and to yourself? Yes, you may have to sacrifice, right? You are Pisces, a relationship, a person, a situation for now to gain the blessings that's coming your way. There's great opportunity to really excel in business. So if you've been thinking about getting your own business or starting your business, do it. Do it. Especially if you have land, if you have property, growing your own fruits and vegetables, getting more attuned with the earth. I was about to say Capricorn, Pisces. I can't tell you how much blessings come out of that. You guys may want to start planning things again, because whatever that is bringing material gain, material stability to you. Okay. And it literally, you may feel like I was going through all kind of hell. I was going through a lot of strife, and it's almost like I blinked and everything changed. I woke up the next day and everything just got better for me. And that's what it seems like. It's like an out of the blue thing. And for some of you, if you happen to move out of the blue, like something just changes out of the blue, do know it is for your blessing. And even if it's hard at first, there is such a promise at the end of the work that you have to put in. Okay. I just want to pull another card. Making a decision. cutting something out. Listen to me. Cutting this out is the best thing you could do for yourself. Sacrificing, and this is the devil. So what does that mean? Anything that's toxic, anything that you know is toxic, that you listen, look at, ingest, communicate, whether it comes out of you or goes in you, put it that way. Anything that is toxic, getting a hold of that, cutting it out, and making that sacrifice, it literally opens the doors of so many things, so many things. And this may be a time where you may find yourself having to renegotiate things as a parent. Some of you may have to, listen to me. This is a time, Pisces, like I told another sign, I forget who, to be selfish, to be strict on yourself, to be strict on others around you, to put parameters around you and the people that matter, not to be a martyr. It's not no time for you to be a martyr, because you're going to reap the lessons, the karmic lessons behind that. So get ahead of it now, Pisces. And now you need to get serious about cutting things out. Get serious about placing healthy boundaries in your life. And these blessings do come to you. But I do feel for those of you who really make the strong sacrifices and commit in a serious binding way, oh my goodness, the things that comes out of it, you know, you have a great, almost like it could be 9-month run of just fortune and opportunities and a whole new you coming your way. I took a little extra time because I really wanted you guys to get it. And I really am so happy to see these cards for you guys. Absolutely. You also are maybe getting back together with someone. But again, do heed the message of releasing yourself of toxic people, situations, circumstances, and even your own behaviors. Because again, there's so much blessings waiting for you that it will not compete with any other things that is served as a distraction. That's what I have for you guys. I hope that this has been helpful. Check me back on the next one. Take care, guys.